The man was reborn into another world by accident. Before he could even adjust to having a child's body, his pants were pulled down by the maid. She thought he had wet the bed. To comfort Jack, the maid gave him milk. But after he finished, she held him in her arms. Though Jack wanted to resist, his 2.5-year-old body was no match for her. Still, thanks to her care, he learned many things about this world. It was a world of swords and magic. He tried using magic casually, and actually produced a flame. Luckily, the maid was a bit airhead, and didn't notice. Excited, Jack tried again. But this time he nearly set the house on fire. Though the maid was just as easy to fool as before, Jack didn't realize his sister had slipped into the room.
会員君が僕がこっそり外の世界勉強しているの。私が教えてあげようか。よかった、見られてなかった。
2.5 years passed in a flash. Soon, Jack reached the age for the baptism ritual, his first time traveling far from home. Seeing the outside world, his sister opened her status screen to show him what receiving magic blessings felt like. But one line caught Jack's attention. It said favorite person, Jack. Seeing his sister's reaction, Jack could only play dumb. They arrived at the church. The 7 statues before them represented the actual 7 divine pillars. By praying to them, one could randomly receive a divine blessing. Just as the high priest finished the prayer, all 7 statues suddenly glowed with dazzling light. When Jack came to, he found himself in the realm of the 7 gods. The goddess of life and reincarnation told Jack that his previous death didn't go exactly as fate had written. Though Jack died trying to save someone from an attacker, even if he hadn't stepped in, the criminal would have tripped on his own and been restrained by bystanders. In other words, Jack died for nothing, and even indirectly increased the criminal's sentence. Seeing Jack cry harder, the goddess of life quickly comforted him, because he had still done a good deed. The gods of earth asked them to reincarnate Jack into this world. Though he felt some regret, Jack thanked the gods for letting him keep his past memories. Impressed by Jack's spirit, each of the 7 gods gave him a different blessing. Some blessings were unusual. He'd have to try them out back home to understand. Running out of time, the gods sent Jack back. Seeing the statues shine so brightly, Jack's father eagerly wanted to check his son's status screen, but remembering the gods' mischievous smiles, Jack had a bad feeling. He excused himself to use the bathroom, and slipped into a corner. When he opened his status screen, he was stunned. All 7 attributes were level 10. Normal people, no matter how strong, only went up to level 5 at most. If his family saw this, they'd be terrified. Fortunately, he noticed. The creator god had given him a skill to hide his abilities. After adjusting the settings, he felt relieved. But Jack never expected he'd still missed a few values. Seeing the 7 divine blessings, and that insane mana pool of over 300,000, his father was completely baffled. Top-tier mages only had around 10,000 mana, but Jack, at 5 years old, already had 30,000. Though his future was limitless, the kingdom would also see him as a threat. After making everyone present swear to secrecy, Jack returned to the room a while later. The problem was, he didn't know what average stats even were. Feeling frustrated, he noticed a summoning book nearby. At that moment, he really wanted something fluffy to comfort him. Worried the maid might interfere, Jack went outside to perform the summoning, but as expected, things went wrong. He summoned not just a horned beast, but an S-rank magical creature. Even worse, his sister and another girl happened to be passing by. Jack immediately stepped in front of them. The scene felt strangely familiar, but he had no choice but to fight. After all, he could use magic now, but without any real training, Jack faltered almost immediately. He only felt down for a moment, though. Then he cast magic again, this time, using the maximum mana he could muster, just to be safe. With one strike, the horned beast was gone, but Jack collapsed weakly to the ground. The mana drain left him completely exhausted. Before passing out, he vaguely remembered seeing a pair of cat ears. By chance, he got the fluffy thing he wanted after all. When he woke again, he was surrounded by a crowd. Word of Jack's heroic act had spread fast. Amid the cheers, Jack had no idea what was happening on the other side.
ゼノム様良いのですか？レベル5以上の加護を与えて。
いや、まだ足りんくらいじゃ。あやつが16歳になるまでに国一番、いや、大陸一の強さになっていないと困る。